Hello everybody, my name is Carmen Dellutri of the Dellutri Law Group. I've been in and out of the bankruptcy courts for about 20 years, a little more than 20 years now I guess, and people always ask me, what exactly is bankruptcy? And I said, well, that's a great question. Bankruptcy, in my opinion, is financial planning for the future. What are you really trying to do? Let's take a 30,000-foot approach. Bankruptcy is your opportunity to deal with all your financial creditors at one time. Rather than fighting a fire, oh, this guy's calling me, maybe I should send him some money, and I just won't send any money to the other ones. What you're doing is basically taking them all in, bringing them to the bankruptcy court, and saying, here's what we're going to do. We're going to deal with each of you right now, and this is what we're going to do to help you or not pay you. Sometimes people don't get paid. A lot of times they don't get paid. That's the way the game's played. However, I tell my clients to think of it this way. When you're thinking about bankruptcy court, think of it this way. You're having a party at the bankruptcy court. You're the host. You're inviting all your creditors in. And you tell them, don't worry about it. Don't bring anything. I'll provide the refreshments. When all those creditors arrive at the bankruptcy court, sometimes there's no refreshments for the creditors. Sometimes there are. And here's the way I want you to look at it. When you file bankruptcy, I want you to think of mentally putting everything you own on this desk. Everything, including your clothes, your jewelry, pictures of picture frames, everything you have is on the desk. My job as your attorney is to come in and take things off and say, this is protected because of this. Your 401k is protected, your IRA is protected, your house is protected, your car is protected, your personal property is protected. My goal in a bankruptcy is to take everything off the table. If I take everything off the table, guess what's available for those creditors? Nothing. And that's perfectly fine. That's called a no-asset bankruptcy. Sometimes there's stuff that sits on the table. I always refer back to the person I was sitting there and said, let's say, for example, I can take everything off the table but your baby grand piano. And the woman looked at me and she goes, Carmen, I have a baby grand piano. Well, I just made that up, but I'm glad I did because now we have an actual asset that we have to deal with. And then we deal with that. Now what happens? I'm talking like it sounds like all the creditors are just going to get nothing. That's not true. In future videos, we're going to talk specifically about what creditors get. But the overall picture is this. A debtor goes into bankruptcy court with assets. We protect some of the assets or all of the assets by taking them off the table. We have to deal with what's left. Now, sometimes creditors get something, sometimes they get nothing. But the difference is this. At the end of the day, the debtor, meaning the person who filed the bankruptcy, is going to get their discharge and their fresh start so that they can move on with life. And that's the most important part of the bankruptcy process. Getting through it, but getting that debtor the discharge. Once they have that discharge, that's kind of like a ticket to the future. And that's the hardest part about it, getting them there. Once we get them there, then life changes, folks. Trust me when I tell you, it's a new lease on life. If you're thinking about filing bankruptcy, please feel free to give me a call and I'll do everything I can to help you. I'm Carmen Dellutri. Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time to watch. I'm Casey Byers with the Dellutri Law Group. If you liked what you saw in this video, then do us a favor by liking or commenting below. Also be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more information and other available helpful resources. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.